Hi y'all, it's Belle. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a book haul. I don't know when this is going to go up. It might seem a little close to another book haul that's going up soon. I'm filming this on March 11th, I think. It's the Saturday before the time changes. I had so many middle grade March videos, which is good because it gave me a lot of videos to get done and have, that some of the, like a vlog, there'll be vlogs coming back to back probably, and book haul. So it's not as soon as after that book haul as you might think, because I filmed that like a couple weeks ago. With the books that were sent to me. First is The Garden Bone by Magliano. She's also the illustrator, which is just phenomenal. And the author reached out and sent this to me, so thank you very much. On the anniversary of his parents' fatal accident during an excavation in Wyoming, Wenceslao Killian finds a mysterious fossil in his backyard, a fossil that shouldn't be there. What is the fossil doing there? Why is it changing? And what else might be secretly lurking in the garden? Wences enlists the help of his friends Mateo and Janine, and together they embark on an adventure that will take them out of this world and into trouble. Very intrigued by that, very excited. And then the author had sent me the first book when it came out, and I loved it. And the sequel just came out, and she messaged me and asked if she could send it to me, so thank you very much. Millie's Encounter with the King of Hillontropa by Kerry Taylor. I'm not gonna read the synopsis since it is the second book, but I'm very excited. I love the first book and can't wait. Thank you very much. And No Clues You Lose, a Julie Jacobs mystery by A.B. Donahue. The author reached out to me. She also sent me an extra copy to do a giveaway on my Instagram, and that'll be over by the time you see this, but that was so nice of her. Who could be behind the disappearance of the team's uniforms? When her wheelchair basketball team's uniforms go missing, Julie Jacobs takes the lead to solve the mystery with the help of her friends and family. In the process, she catches the perpetrator of a citywide crime spree and learns how to be a better team player, both on and off the court. So it sounds great, like a good mystery and some important lessons. It's a quick read, very excited. And then Chicago Review Press publisher reached out to me, and they sent me Becoming Beatrix, The Life of Beatrix Potter and the World of Peter Rabbit by Amy M. O'Quinn. And this will be the first nonfiction, middle grade nonfiction I've ever read, I think. It's got all sorts of pictures inside, I guess, like of her, and I just can't wait to find out more about her. It says Peter Rabbit, Hunka Munka, I think that's how you say it, Mrs. Tiggy Winkle, Squirrel Nutkin, Jemima Puddle Duck. Readers are familiar with the animal characters created by British author and illustrator Beatrix Potter, but she was so much more than a painter of watercolor bunnies in little blue jackets and ducks waddling about in bonnets and shawls. She was a natural scientist, mycologist, environmentalist, preservationist, and expert sheep breeder. Beatrix Potter was a woman ahead of her time, making her own decisions and handling her own business affairs despite living in a Victorian society that was unaccustomed to unmarried women doing so. Becoming Beatrix covers Potter's early life and influences, artistic work, fascination with animals and the natural sciences, and interest in research and fungi, as well as her writing and illustration journey in her later years as a wife, farmer, businesswoman, and conservationist. This is a story of Beatrix beyond the bunnies. I am so intrigued. That sounds amazing. She sounds like an amazing woman, and I am so excited. When this comes out very soon, I'll edit in here work when it comes out. Editing bell. This is out now. It came out March 22nd. And then the author reached out to me, D.E. Cunningham, and sent me Marco Swift and the Mirror of Souls. Asked if I'd be interested, and I said yes. It's beautiful and it sounds amazing. Illustrations. A magical mirror, a terrible enemy, and one boy unraveling the secret behind his legacy. When a mysterious enchantress appears with an offer to cure 11-year-old Marco Swift's mother, he's quickly dragged into a dangerous quest to reconstruct a fabled sword and bring peace to a magical world. Along the way, he must face off against fiendish monsters, discover the darkness lurking within his own soul, and unravel the mystery behind his father's untimely death. Marco Swift and the Mirror of Souls is a moody, thrilling, and magical middle-grade fantasy adventure that grapples with universal themes of forgiveness, truth, and love. So excited. I don't know if I showed you the back cover. Can't wait. Thank you so much. And then Joan Holub reached out and asked if she could send me the recent graphic novels that were coming out that were adapted from the book she co-wrote with Suzanne Williams. The first two are from the Goddess Girls series. It's like 29 books. And then Heroes in Training, they were both adapted. She also sent me 2 books from that 29 long series, and I've always been interested in them, so I'm very excited. So just sent 2 random books of this. Goddess Girls, Hecate the Witch, And this is book 27. And then she sent book 25, Clotho the Fate. But she sent these cards. I have this series too. All these are out now. The first in the graphic novel is Athena the Brain. And then Persephone the Phony. It just says, Athena always knew she was a little different. She has never quite fit in at Triton Junior High, but who would have guessed that Athena is actually a goddess? Not just any goddess, she is Principal Zeus's daughter, to be exact. When she's summoned to Mount Olympus Academy, Athena is excited for this new adventure. But in some ways, school on Mount Olympus is not that different from down on Earth. With the help of some new friends, Artemis, Persephone, and Aphrodite, can Athena find a way to shine? All the graphic novels are adapted by David Campiti. And here's in training, Zeus and the Thunderbolt of Doom. And Poseidon and the Sea of Fury. The terrible titans, merciless giants who enjoy snacking on humans, have dominated the earth and have thrown the world into chaos. But their role is about to be put to the test as a group of young Olympians discover their power and prepare to righteously rule the universe. 10-year-old Zeus longs for adventure, as he has never been far from the lonely cave where he grew up. He's also confused and super annoyed that he seems to get hit by lightning every single year. When he is kidnapped by a dangerous titan, Zeus grabs the first thing he sees to try to get away. An actual thunderbolt, pulled from a stone with mysterious markings. It turns out Zeus is an Olympian, and there are other Olympians he must find and rescue in order to take down the evil titans for good. Armed with his trusty thunderbolt, named Bolt of course, Zeus sets out on the adventure of a lifetime to fulfill his destiny as king of the gods. That's the artwork, and the artwork in Goddess Girls. Thank you so much. And then I want to give away the Darkenstar by Joseph A. Davis, Adventures in Thousand World. This is a naked hardcover. When the refugee boy Kassar appears in the little Swedish town of Klipsby, 12-year-old Julia notices at once that something about her new classmate is a bit strange, but she doesn't realize just how different he is until one fateful night when they are attacked by terrifying living shadows. Along with her little brother Edvin and an old vagrant called the Troubadour, they are forced to flee through a magical portal to Kassar's homeland. It is a world of boundless beauty where art comes alive, but the shadows threaten to destroy all its wonders. While Julia and Evan struggle with a new language, a new culture, and unknown perils, they discover that they have a secret link to Kassar's world. Perhaps they might even have the power to save it. So I'm very excited, and it sounds amazing. Beautiful cover. Thank you so much. And then I'm so happy I vlogged this. HarperCollins in the UK location for kids books had reached out and asked if they could send me some Starfell goodies to celebrate the new book coming out, the 4th book, Willow Moss and the Magic Thief by Dominique Valente. I'm like, yes, of course. And I was just so happy because usually, you know, when UK publishers see that I'm in the US, they're like, oh, well, never mind. And I understand that completely because shipping is insane. But they didn't. And I was expecting like bookmarks, you know, stickers or something like that. Well, I got bookmarks and more. I was so blown away. They sent me the first 3 books in paperback. So since this is a series I want to collect, I'm well on my way to the whole shebang. And the first book came with these edges in paperback. And Willow Moss and the Lost Day is the first book. And I've read the first book and absolutely loved it. And I actually have the rest of the series besides the 4th book, which I had here to show y'all, to binge read, because I'm doing the getting caught up on series things and I want to read it. So very excited to binge read everything that's out now. Starfell, Willow Moss, and the Forgotten Tale. And then Starfell, Willow Moss, and the Vanished Kingdom. And then the latest book, it's out in the UK now. They do US and UK editions. The US will be out later. This is a UK edition. But if you live in the US, you can do like I do and go on blackwells.com. And I'm not sure where else they ship, but you can check if you live somewhere else. But Willow Moss and the Magic Thief. So beautiful. And of course, with just like the other UK hardbacks of Starfell. That's not all. There's a cute little note from the Starfell team at HarperCollins. And then 4 bookmarks. And then an author's letter. It came like around this. I got it in a vlog. And tied with this cool little twine thing. And then this author's note, like a dear reader from the author, that will bring tears to your eyes. It's such a beautiful letter. And I will keep that always. And then, I call them cookies, but they're called biscuits on here. I guess in the UK, you call them biscuits. And it's And it's the Biscuiteers of London. I think is their name. I tagged them in my post on Instagram. But look at these cookies. The only reason I'm going to eat them is because I know they'll go bad and I'd have to throw them away anyway. But they're like works of art. They look exactly like the cover. Like, look at Willow Moss. Oh. I'm so excited. They're so beautiful. I was like blown away. I'm so happy I vlogged it and got my reaction. Like, this is just so incredible. It's like a dream. I'm just so grateful. I just can't believe people, like companies and authors send me books to read and review. It's just incredible. The first book, step into a world like no other. Willow Moss, the least powerful sister in a family of witches, has a magical ability for finding lost things, like spectacles or socks. Useful, but not exactly exciting. Then the most feared witch in all Starfell comes asking for Willow's help. Last Tuesday has gone missing, and without it, the whole world could unravel. Now Willow holds the fate of Starfell in her rather unremarkable hands. And I love the first book. Thank you so much. Okay, and that's all for the was sent to me, so thank you very much to everybody. I really appreciate it way more than you'll ever know. So next I'll do the sequels. First is the second book in the Rainbow Grey, Eye of the Storm by Laura Ellen Anderson. Okay, with sprayed edges like the first one did. And it's heavily illustrated. And since these are sequels, I won't be reading synopsis, but I'm very excited to get to that. And a series that sounds right up my alley is the second book in the Violet Veil Mysteries, A Case of Misfortune by Sophie Cleverly. So excited for this series. And the second book in Jamie McFlair. This is Jamie McFlair versus the Ultimate Brain Hack by Luke Franks and Sean Thorne. And these just look like so much fun. And they're heavily illustrated and just so excited. And the second book in the Opie Jones and the Superhero Slug by Nat Lertsema. Another one that sounds like a lot of fun. Big font illustrations throughout. It just looks incredible. And the second book in the Weather Weaver Adventure Series, A Gathering Storm by Tamsin Mori. Very excited. These sound amazing. And then the second book, Mort the Meek series. Mort the Meek and the Monstrous Quest by Rachel Delahaye. I think that's how you say it. These also sound amazing. Look like quick reads, illustrated. So excited. And then these are books that I already have editions of, or you'll see. So I just love this cover of The Secret Garden, and I saw it very cheap, so I picked it up by Frances Hodgson Burnett. It's just beautiful, and I'm just gonna add it to my collection. And then I have the US edition of The Silver Arrow by Lev Grossman. I saw this cover and I was like, whoa. And I have to look to see if the US one has illustrations inside. I don't think it did, but if it does, that'd be awesome too, but this one does. So I'm very excited. And I know the sequel will be coming out soon in the US. And then I have the US Cameron Battle in the Hidden Kingdoms by Jamar J. Perry, but when I saw that the UK was going to be done by Vivian Toe, who's an all-time favorite illustrator, I had to get that too to support. Stunning. Very excited about this book. And then I had gotten an ARC of Kelsey Murphy, but I loved it so much. It was in my top 14 of 2021, and so I had to get a beautiful finished copy. But, oh, such a great book. Then I got 4 graphic novels. Anne of West Philly by Ivy Noel Ware. And these were all in my anticipated releases, so I'm not going to read the synopsis again, because I just read them in a recent video. So this is like a reimagining and retelling of Anne of Green Gables. So I'm very excited. The Aquanaut by Dan Santa. This just sounds incredible. Love the art. The Legend of Brightblade by Ethan M. Aldridge. Beautiful art. Story sounds amazing. Gives me like spring vibes with all these colors. And then lastly for graphic novel is Wing Bearer by Marjorie Liu. So excited for this one. Sounds absolutely incredible. And again, beautiful art. Okay, now for the rest of the books. Probably gonna have to stop now and come back a little bit later. So if it looks a little different and rearranged, that'll be why. Okay, it's a little bit later. So to continue the book haul. I didn't know that they were releasing this series with new covers. So that was a sale, so I got the first book with the new covers. And since I only paid like $1 or $2 for the other ones I do have, I'm just gonna get rid of those, donate them. It's the Kingdom Keeper series, first book, Disney After Dark by Ridley Pearson. In this fantastical thriller, 5 young teens tapped as models for the theme park guides, find themselves pitted against Disney villains and witches who threaten both the future of Walt Disney World and the stability of the world outside its walls. Using a cutting-edge technology called DHI, which stands for both Disney Host Interactive and Daylight Hologram Imaging, Orlando teen Finn Whitman and 4 other kids are transformed into hologram projections that guide guests through the park. However, the new technology turns out to have unexpected effects that are both thrilling and scary. Soon, Finn finds himself transported in his DHI form into the Magic Kingdom at night. Is it real? Is he dreaming? Finn's confusion only increases when he encounters Wayne, an elderly Imagineer who tells him that the park is in grave danger. Led by the scheming dark fairy Maleficent, a mysterious group of characters called the Overtakers is plotting to destroy Disney's beloved realm and maybe more. Very excited. And I got another book in this series I've slowly been getting. It was marked down to like $4. And so I get them when I see that. Puzzle Castle by Richard James Edwards. This is number 3 in the series, so I won't read the synopsis, but very excited. And then I had searched for middle grade books with like cold words and just to get some more winter reads, like ice and snow, like, you know. And then I got The Ice Garden by Guy Jones. And when I was putting in the thing for my post, I saw he has another book, which I should have known because the cover is very similar, about fire that I own. So I have the other book too, Fire something. But it's a quick read and it just sounds amazing. Jess is allergic to the sun. She lives indoors in a world of shadows, peeking at other children from her curtained house. One night she sneaks out, and there, just beyond the empty playground she's longed to visit, she discovers an impossibility, a magical garden made of ice. Very excited. And then I got Back by Sunrise by Justin M. Stone. I think this is first in a duology, I think it was. A young girl named Brooke becomes a bird with the help of a magical necklace her dad left behind before deploying with the army. When the necklace is stolen by a conniving raven, Brooke must battle his pigeon minions and enlist the help of a friendly mouse and some not-so-friendly rats to take back her necklace and return home. That just sounds so incredible. So excited. Again, these were such a great price. This one's short, but it's like the novella first book. It has like $3 and $3, so I think there's another book. I didn't get that yet because it wasn't as good of a price. The first one, Wilds, Warnings, and Little Wolves, C.J. Kavanaugh. And then Plies, Pranks, and Hocus Pocus. Camping is a real snooze fest unless you meet a werewolf. 11-year-old Lissa Clarkin hates camping until she learns Candace Campground is home to a wealth of werewolf rumors. When they arrive at the campsite, a poster for a missing boy catches her eye. Later that night, she finds a wolf pup with a suspiciously high IQ who looks oddly familiar. Could the rumors be true after all? Only one way to find out. So excited. Another one I found for a great price. The Buccaneers, St. Frederick Island by Linda Maria Frank. Illustrations. What can possibly happen when a crime happens under the very noses of a group of savvy 8th graders at St. Basilius Catholic School on St. Frederick Island? When the money they raise to buy toys for children in homeless shelters in nearby NYC is stolen, the Buccaneers, as they call themselves, are outraged. Despite warnings from Father Felix and Sir Joe Sprocket, the leader of the Buccaneers, and her determined buddies set out to follow the clues, run down the thief, and get those toys for the homeless kids. When their clubhouse is burned down, a threatening letter is sent by the local newspaper, the Foghorn, owned and operated by Sprocket's mother. The Buccaneers are even more determined to unravel the plot against them. A mysterious island once owned by the pirate John Buckley, a labyrinthine cave serve as the setting for this skullduggery. A Native American healer, her community, and a group of the beach people conspire with the Buccaneers to get the money back. You'll be laughing at some of the Buccaneers' antics and gasping at what those brave 8th graders face to solve the mystery. Very excited. This is one I've been wanting for a while, and I found it for a good price on eBay. It's the first in a series. I haven't seen anything about the second one yet. I know he showed what the cover was looking like, but hasn't posted anything since. Little and Wade Watchtower, Abigail and the Great Game Trap by Sean March. This just sounded so up my alley. There's a legend for children who are sad and who cry, about a little boy ghost dressed in black who can fly, about a big metal giant who stands sky high. They'll always help you and they'll never lie. New York City, 1899. Abigail Reed just wants to go to school. A poor farm girl who only recently moved to New York from the country. She quickly learns that the city can be a very dangerous place. Her mother recently passed away from fever. Her father works 3 jobs to support them. The Long Shadows, the ruthless gangsters that control her neighborhood, have her surrounded, and just when Abigail thinks she is all alone, she meets the legendary Little Wade and Watchtower. With their help, Abigail will discover that she is far braver and more capable than she ever imagined. Together they planned to set the great gang trap and rid her neighborhood of the Long Shadows once and for all. Unfortunately, the Long Shadows are not the only threat in New York. Sounds amazing. And then I'm so happy I found this. It sounds right up my alley, and I think the second the series comes out later this year. And I'm just so happy. It just sounds so good. It's the Ghost Hunter Chronicles, and it's the first book, like I said, The House in the Woods by Yvette Fielding. When Clovis, Eve, and Tom decide to play with a Ouija board in an old abandoned house on Halloween, none of them foresees the horrors they're about to unleash. What starts out as a bit of fun soon transcends into something far more terrifying when a distressed and determined spirit follows them home. Before long, the friends are caught up in a series of events beyond their wildest imaginings, and their journey to becoming ghost hunters begins. It just sounds so good. I'm so excited. And I found The Ravens of Ravenwood by Jerry Lane. So excited. Are you ready? An adventure book that is about a book that has blank pages. Does this sound weird? The story's a bit weird. It's about time travel and greed and humans trapped in non-human bodies and magic and evil curses and a crystal eyeball that pops out and ravens, hundreds and thousands of vicious ravens, and a Christmas market. Miss Julie, everyone's favorite teacher, Jack, and Poppy hope to discover the answer to all these strange events, but will their dithering old headmaster Mr. Garble spoil everything? You'll never know unless you're brave enough to open this book and let the adventure begin. So excited. Okay, all of these were recently in a most anticipated releases video, so I'm not going to read the synopsis again since I literally just read them. So I'll just show them to you. New from Here by Kelly Lang. So many books of hers at this point, and I'm so excited to finally read one. And this is a story about the pandemic time and being a kid from Asia and what they have to deal with when they come to America during this time of the pandemic and how they're treated. And The Last Firefox by Lee Newberry. Very excited. Detective mystery that's like a reimagining of Harriet the Spy, I believe it was. Drew LeClaire Gets a Clue by Katrin Burry. Love mystery, middle grade, especially some detective style. So excited. And then Those Kids from Fawn Creek by Aaron and Trada Kelly. Very excited. Cannot wait to read this. And then Over and Out by Jenny L. Walsh. Love a good historical fiction. This one's involving the Berlin Wall. Excited for that one. And then Libby and the Parisian Puzzle by Joe Clark. Full of illustrations. Very excited. And Furthermore by Darren Simpson. Very excited about the steampunk elements to this one. Cannot wait to read it. It just sounds incredible. I think I have all of his books now and I'm excited to read them all. Pilar Ramirez and the Escape from Zaffa by Julian Randall. So excited for this. The Boy in the Post by Holly Rivers. So excited for this. Such an intriguing synopsis and I'm very happy to have it. And then Secret of the Storm by Beth McMullen. This is book 1. Very excited for this. The Ship of Doom by M.A. Bennett. So excited for this. Historical fiction, time travel. Looks like there's the first in a series because it says look out for the mummy's curse on the back. So I'm very excited for that. I don't know if I should. It came with sprayed edges, but I wasn't expecting. And the Titanic. And I can't remember those steampunk elements are not like the cogs and stuff make me think, but just all the things I love, and I love anything to do with the Titanic. Very excited. And then lastly, The Secrets of Splint Hall by Katie Cotton. So excited for this book. And it's right after the Second World War. A creepy home, and so excited. Alright y'all, that's all for this book haul. Like I said, I know it does probably seem close to the other one, I'm assuming. Not sure when this will go up, but I did film them quite a ways apart. So I just didn't get to put up the other one until when it went up. But I hope you enjoyed it. Let this shirt fit me. Naughty, but nice. And if you would like to subscribe, I would love that if you'd like to. And are you excited about any of these? Have you read any yet? let me know in the comments, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.